Every Easter, members of Australia's Sudanese communities gather in Melbourne for the red carpet event of their year. For the last 4 years, young women from across the country have competed for the title of Miss South Sudan Australia.
It has become like a public holiday for this segment of the community. It's a celebration of culture and a celebration of young people.
I think for refugee young people, it's actually necessary for them to believe that the sky is the limit because of their own past.
The prize includes a modelling contract which could open many doors. Last year, Ajak Deng won the crown and kick-started a stellar international career. In less than 12 months, Ajak has gone from being a Melbourne schoolgirl to being on the cover of Italian Vogue.
After I won the beauty pageant, I'm like, wait, if I can win this beauty pageant, I can do anything else. I don't need to fear anything. I don't care where I go in the world, I know I would make it.
In 2010, as a hectic fortnight of pageant preparation unfolds, we follow 3 contestants as they prepare for the opportunity of a lifetime.
I'm a girl with a dream, of just finishing my school and have my degree and be a supermodel, model around the world.
I don't actually think it's all about the look. For me, I don't think it's all about the look. It doesn't matter how you look like. It's all about the heart and how nice you are to other people.
I just plan on applying and getting into it and do it, but at the end, when it comes to the time, I just get scared and then don't do it. This year is a little different because a lot of my friends been talking to me, said you should do it.
The idea for the Miss South Sudan pageant grew out of African dance parties organised by Philip and Goanna. Half the Sudanese in Australia are under 25, and this was a popular way for young people to get together.
Back home, it's hard for us because we live in a different states, different counties, and we don't really get a chance to come together except those who are from your neighborhood. But here in Australia, people come from Perth, from Sydney, just to come and be together. Miss South Sudan Australia started with one event that we did in Clayton. It was a dance contest for the girls. And then from that time, I just told Warner, hey, look, we can do the beauty pageant.
We organized a dancing comp, and then we put some kind of sweetener, for the special prize for the best dressed lady. And then on that day, a lot of girls that came dressed up to the occasion, to win the prize. And that's, like I said, that's how the idea came out of it. We have different performers. We put the fashion and then with the pageant, with the musicians.
And do an event that will bring us together and display our talents at the biggest stage.
This year will be the 4th annual pageant and the biggest ever. The pressure on the organisers is intense. Time is short and everything is done by volunteers. Contestants and performers arrive for the first rehearsal only to find the hall has been double booked.
Hi, nice to meet you, Ivana. I'm in trouble at the moment. Let me just sort things out. Yeah,
I'm a bit agitated. And like I said, it's not strange. This is what we go through every year, and I can be sure that everyone who organizes a big event like this will go through the same thing.
Undeterred, the girls turn the car park into a catwalk. With only 2 weeks to go, the organisers know it's important for the girls to learn to feel confident in front of a crowd.
The biggest part is being able to walk comfortably in a group environment.
The event is much more than a beauty pageant. It's a rare opportunity for young people to get together, and everyone is welcome to watch, even at the rehearsal stage.
We do believe that we have the skills to empower these young people to take control of their own life or careers.
Whenever you have to turn, you always turn on your right foot, yeah? So you're going to turn that way. Stop. Look at the middle. 1, 2, 3.
A lot of the contestants were not born in the Sudan. They were either born outside or left when they were really, really young. Since 1956, there has been the conflict between the North and the South. The result of the war has been that the South Sudanese were displaced away from the country, and wherever they go, they identify themselves as South Sudanese.
Ayak and her family are among an estimated 4 million South Sudanese who were displaced during the Civil War. They have resettled in Australia along with more than 30,000 other Sudanese refugees.
I was born in Ethiopia, and then we came to Kenya. That's when I spent like 15 years in Kenya. My big brother, the oldest one, and the second oldest one, they were born in Sudan. So they just have to leave because it wasn't really safe in Sudan. I remember my mom saying when I was young, I was nearly dying. I was very sick. And then she was just alone there. My dad wasn't there, and my other two brothers, they were just young. And then for her, she think if she put me down that I will die. So she just have to carry me. And then she wouldn't get a time to go and cook for my brothers. And there was no one to help.
Ayak is now caring for her mother, who is being treated for cancer.
I was the first to be in school this year, but I had to take a time off, to look after my mom. She really struggled and, to brought me up, like to where I am right now. Then I was like, then why not doing something for my mom too? And then, and I'm happy doing that job,
For Ayak, the pageant is a break from family responsibilities and a chance to reconnect with her friend Monica, who lives and attends school in country Victoria.
I don't take it as a big deal, like there's something is going to be on or something, and then be worried. No. I'm just cool then.
The pageant gives Monica a welcome chance to get involved with the community and learn more about her homeland.
In Bendigo, not a lot of people know about Sudanese. Once I was in class, one of my friends, she never asked me before. And then we were talking, she's like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, Sudan. She's like, where the heck is that? I thought you're from Africa. I'm like, it's the same thing, but it's just in Africa, but it's a different country. And then she's like, oh, I never knew that. And then she asked my teacher. And then he's like, oh yeah, I know about it. But he doesn't know much about it. He only knows animals, elephants. I'm sure one day they'll ask why you're in Australia. Not yet, but they will ask. Let's keep going.
My name is Sarah Ayor Makurshot. I'm from Perth. I just arrived here today to the Miss Southern Sudan competition. So I think I'm a little bit behind, but I'll try to catch up.
I know you're feeling me, baby. Temptation driving you crazy. I can feel your funky burning deep inside my soul. I know you're feeling me, baby. Temptation driving you crazy. I can feel your funky burning deep inside my soul.
Okay, let's get serious, okay? Monica, what happened? What happened to last week's? Go back to last week. It was better. You're not stiff. You can do it. You can relax your shoulders a little bit. And you have the legs, you can carry anything. I don't have a lot to say to you. I think you're great, okay? So.
At the rehearsal, I actually didn't feel like it was a big deal because I have modeling experience before. But a beauty pageant, I was worried because I didn't know it, because the other girls look great. It's actually very hard for me, to be a model here in Australia because, in modeling industry, the girl need to show her body, tight clothes and all that. It's kind of hard, but I try to link them in together to fit them in because modeling is what I love, and I love my people as well. Be careful. When I had my son, I thought my life was gone. I thought that's it, having a kid is the end of your life. I was so much stressed, with my family pushing me. They're not happy with me having a kid because in my culture, you have to get married before you have a kid. So when I started modeling, it's kind of turned my life the other way around, like to believe in myself, not to listen to what people think about me. Me standing up to be a real woman.
Wait.
Hello.
Nyadol, a previous winner, believes that affirming the strength of these young women empowers the whole Sudanese community.
I think most young people are struggling to define themselves, who they really are. Are they Australian or are they Sudanese? Or are they African Australians? And if they are African Australian, what does that mean? You don't have to look like someone else to be beautiful. The fact that you're unique and you're different is beautiful in itself.
With a week of intense rehearsals ahead, Nyadol has been invited to share her experiences with this year's contestants.
I found this Miss South Sudan event is something that celebrates Sudanese beauty and Sudanese young women, and also a very important part of it, which is intelligence. And Sudanese women are strong, they are confident, and that we can stand and take a stage and command attention, and that we have the ability to articulate ourselves and to command people to listen to us, because I think we are the next voice of Sudan. We are a very new community, and Sudanese are quite diverse, and I think it's the only event that actually brings all these young people together. And I think sort of celebrate both what is cultural about us and what is modern.
Let's do 1 by 1 and 2 by 2.
Sarah's father died fighting in the Civil War. Like many of the contestants, she came to Australia with her mother after spending many years in a Kenyan refugee camp which was home to more than 80,000 displaced Sudanese. Both Sarah and Ayak spent their entire childhoods there.
Actually, do you know Ayak, who used to live in Kakuma, the refugee camp that we used to live in? And yesterday at the rehearsal, I was looking at her and I didn't know who she was, but when she smiled, I was like, do I know you from somewhere? And she's like, do I know you from somewhere? I was like, yeah.
I didn't even know like she was here in Australia. I didn't know where she was. When I came here, I didn't know where she was actually. And then when I saw her, I was like, oh, could that be her or somebody else? Back in Kenya, we used to hang out. She was living somewhere not very far from me. It was really good to see her again.
The organisers are rehearsing a signature routine which will involve a tribal serenade in traditional dress. But the girls are awkward when asked to improvise.
The whole point is you're supposed to act. You either like the guy or you hate him. The scene is, there's a guy. There's a guy over there. This guy's trying to get your attention. He wants you. You just have to decide whether you want him or you don't. That's it. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Because the problem is no one's showing anything. Okay, some of you are like grinding. It's not really showing. Okay, maybe it is showing, but not the kind of showing that we'd probably like to see. But just show it, you know, show it.
Last year, over 1,200 people attended the pageant. With 5 days to go, they are hoping for an even bigger crowd this year. This means the financial pressures are intense.
Tickets are not selling. Who is spoken to the shops?
No, I haven't spoken out.
You haven't? Okay, Footscray shop, did anybody?
When we finish here, I think we'll pass by.
I don't think Africans are accustomed to buying tickets prior to something, unless they're going to like a concert at Rod Laver Arena or whatever, that's different.
I've heard so many complaints, from people saying, okay, why people increase the price of the ticket?
Like I told you guys, what happened was a lot of people showed up last year, so this year we're forced to look for a bigger venue. With the bigger venue come a lot of money to hire it. You don't get it with the same price. That's the reason why we do it $40.
So I am already feeling stressed. We've not met all the costs just yet, but I was just telling the guys that we need to sell the tickets so we can finalize the venue.
Yeah, Saturday. Thanks.
Yeah, I was born in Sudan. I was 15 years old when I came to Australia. Back in Africa, it's good to be young, but then when you're growing up, it's not good. It's not good because you like to start to change your life, but then you can't because everybody's like controlling you. People talks a lot. They tell my mom, why are you letting your daughter go out too much, not controlling her and go out with some boys and blah, blah, blah. But my mom actually doesn't care. Because she knows what I'm doing and what I think, because I tell her everything. you feel like you're growing up and you know what you're doing and you have the responsibility to do the right thing, but you can't just forget about your culture.
Chị lấy mấy cái?
It wasn't like this before.
Yeah.
No.
We don't touch here. Only we touch here.
I don't like it now, but I like it before.
Before loose.
But it looks nice. كان طويل مرة ده خربه. It looks nice for the formal part. Yes. How long does it take?
Now.
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
When I first told my mom about Miss South Sudan, she was like, yeah, okay. And then I knew she was unsure. But last night when I came home and then showed her my dress and what I'm going to wear the whole my dress, she was like, oh, so it's about, you know, like showing yourself as an African woman. I was like, yeah, what did you think? Like my mom, she really wanted me to know my culture and she wanted me to live like a Sudanese. For me too, there's something that I don't want to do in there, you know, like I just want to change them. And there's something that I really like I'll be happy to do. And then, yeah, so it's just like that. I live like Australian and a Sudanese.
Confidence is a big, 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 big part, okay? So what I hear before people saying, my name is Nyambana, it's not gonna cut it. The rehearsal process is a wonderful thing because we see a huge transformation from someone who is like, oh my God, do I really want to get into this, to someone who said, I own this stage.
With the pageant only a few days away, there is still a lot to do. With less than 24 hours to go, the girls are still not clear about the order of their routines.
Because the music was slow, that's why, that's why they move like fits on it. You can move, but that was like lame. I
Girls, my God, girls. Oh. Okay, African is number 3. What you just did was the Kishel, and the last one is the formal. Oh my God. I can't believe you messed it up that much. That's what you had chosen in the end. Serious, what am I going to do? You keep changing the music, you keep changing everything. We cannot be here for another 2 weeks. I will not be there, or Susan there directing you, say count up to 3, 1, 2, or 3, or Ismail. No, none of us will be there. And you are not about to stuff up this by not following the routines that we have told you, okay?
Even as the audience begins to arrive, things are still not running smoothly. The sound system delivery is late and the dress rehearsals have had to be dropped.
Don't stress, but nothing's happening. System's not here. A lot of things are not here, so we can't really get anything going.
No, it's no more. No, this guy is for as long as the show's going, we'll pay him. It doesn't matter. I thought it was just security. Like, no more security. No, this guy will pay him.
The sound system finally arrives, but the delay means that the show is now running behind schedule. This does nothing to help goanna's ongoing issues with venue security.
Okay, the security's booked till 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're knocking off at 6, the event ends at 6.
Okay.
I'll give you the tickets. I thought we wanted to. Sorry, I don't understand. It's all right.
Despite the chaos, the crowd continues to grow, and it looks like the earlier worries about ticket sales can be put to rest.
A lot of people. Yeah, it's very reveal. It's very open, and I'm scared of the eldest, because in my community we're not allowed to wear short clothes and all that.
If I made it to top 5, that'll be good.
I just can't wait to go out there, and show it and then get done with it.
Judges include community leaders and representatives of the modelling agency that signed Ajak Deng, last year's winner. They are all too aware that another supermodel could be discovered today.
Welcome to Miss South Sudan. We promise you the best show ever. Enjoy!
You know you want it, baby. You know you want it bad. I got the moves, you got the look, and I think you're pretty rad. I got the glitter, baby. I got the fashion good. I got the sparkle in my step, and now I'm heading down downtown on this night to the lights like the stars shining bright. Glitter, glam, glitter, boom. I'll be back here soon. Take me to heaven, baby, or maybe heaven back. You see, I want to thrive on any life of good and bad. And hectic drinks on me, 'cause man, I'm feeling good. I got that glitter in my step, and now I feel understood.
This is the only part that is going to make you different from every other group, okay? So you have to make sure that it captures the audience attention. No one has ever done something like this before. So it's your trademark. Yay! Can you do it tonight? Yay!
While inside the venue, the tribal love song is a huge hit. A scuffle with one drunk man in the foyer alarms the security manager.
I'm going to be really hard on people hanging around outside. And I will not have a problem with ringing the police and closing the place down. If I have to close it down in half an hour, I'll do it.
Under pressure from security, and with the pageant already running late, goanna decides to wind up the show.
You're doing the evening wear, and then you're all going to do the line-up in a straight line at the back, and then from there they're going to pick the winner. Top 3. That's it. No, there's no top 5, top 10. There's just, we're out of time. Oh my God, that's scary. Scary. So we don't have time, and we're going to close the sun tickets out. Okay?
We don't know who's the winner. Can be anyone here.
Don't worry. Good luck.
Yeah, in the beginning of the process, I was just so nervous, and I was like, all the girls in there, they'll be better than me, and I'm just gonna be a loser and everything. That's what I was thinking at first. And then at last, when I get all through the rehearsals and the shoots and everything, I just realized, I was great, and it's all about having fun, But now I think I'm getting to know me too.
I
feel bad about other people not knowing about us. I want to do it to let other people know of who we are, where we come from, why we're here.
We come from like a difficult background, and I'm getting something that makes me happy, and maybe one day if I achieve my modeling career, I might get to help my other family back home. My heart, everything is always Sudan. One day, I believe Sudan will be a better place.
So, the moment we've all been waiting for.